Now in 4 News Now at 6, it's been a rough winter for ski resorts with very little snow. We check in with one resort to see how they're getting by this season.
I'm tracking a warming trend in the First Alert forecast. I'll let you know how much warmer it's going to get and if there's any sign of winter weather in the First Alert forecast.
And despite the lack of snow, Winterfest is still on. We'll show you what kids around the area were doing for the annual tradition. You're watching 4 News Now at 6. Well, our warm weather we've been experiencing has sure taken a toll on our local ski resorts. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Kirsten O'Connor.
And I'm Derek Dice. While you may be looking forward to this weekend's warmer temperatures, people who are planning to hit the slopes are hoping those temps don't rise too much higher in the mountains. Angela Hara went to Mount Spokane to check out how the mountain's conditions are affecting skiers and snowboarders.
Well, it's been a rough winter for ski resorts. Here at Mount Spokane, they only have about half of the runs that they usually would at this time of the year. But mountain managers tell me they're staying positive and that despite the conditions, people are still coming up.
Yeah, it's just the entire region is dealing with that low snow this year.
Well, there's not as much this season. Like it really isn't giving us much room to get better this season. Let's be honest. Yeah, it's kind of like the leftover snow.
And this is what they're talking about. Up here on Mount Spokane, bare spots are peeking through the snow. By the afternoon, the mountain had roughly 100 day visitors. That's considered a low number for them this time of the year. This season, skiers and snowboarders are dealing with limited terrain, with only Beginner's Luck, Parkway Express, Illuminator, and Hidden Treasure and Handletoe open. There is a positive point, though. Mountain managers tell me the low snow could be ideal for first-time skiers.
This is a really great time for beginners because you don't need the whole mountain open to be able to learn how to ski. You just need kind of that beginner area and a little bit of snow.
Mountain managers tell me they've recorded 28 inches of snow on the highest point of the mountain. But at the bottom, a striking 15 inches remain. The resort staff also mentioned that in the ski industry, a rough winter is typically expected every 10 years. This year happened to have bad luck. Out of the 53 runs on the mountain, only 29 are open. In Spokane, Angela Hara, 4 News Now.
Well, families had some fun out at Riverfront Park today for Winterfest. The event was meant to help families get out of the house for free, and Natalie Keller tells us more about the activities.
Riding the Loop Carousel is just one of the free activities going on in the park today. And as you can see, they have developed quite the line. This event is put on by Spokane Public Schools in partnership with Launch Northwest as part of its Engage in Real Life program, which is meant to get students and families out into the community.
Families could also skate around the Numerica skate ribbon, visit booths representing various youth programs, and enjoy some performances.
Give it up for Katiana!
The young attendees say the event was
amazing.
And they say they had a great time.
We wanted to have fun, so we came as a family.
Some of the other offerings today included activities at the Mobius Discovery Center, a fashion show, and a Q&A with the cast of The Lion King. Reporting in Spokane, Natalie Keller, 4 News Now.
Hey, that helps out with the fashion show and the costumes for the Lion King.
She didn't even need sleeves, really.
Nice and warm out there for a lot of people.
Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker joins us now with what's driving the increase in these temperatures, Chris.
Oh, well, we are seeing some warm weather. 46 today in Spokane. Our average high is 36. 36 is where we started the day. Our average overnight low is 26. Sunset tonight, 50 minutes later than our earliest sunset. We are making some ground there, 4:48. Temperatures for highs around the region. We made it into the 50s in Lewiston and Ritzville. 37 in Sandpoint, where it was socked in with the fog for a good portion of the day. The same is true for Moses Lake, and that's where we find the densest fog right now. It's been relatively clear in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. We haven't seen that really dense fog, but Moses Lake has been socked in for a good portion of the last 24 hours. Sandpoint is doing much better with 10-mile visibility presently. But as we get into the evening, we are going to start to see that fog developing around the region. The last of our precipitation has tapered off. We're going to be left with a fair amount of clouds. Those will begin clearing, but right about the time our skies will start to clear around midnight, we'll see the skies fill in with that fog. We'll stay in the 40s through 11 o'clock. I'll be back with your weekend forecast in just a few minutes, Derek.
Sounds good, Chris. Thank you. We are still learning about a fatal crash on Highway 195 near Pullman that left one person dead.
Yeah, the highway is closed in both directions as crews get the scene safely cleared. Here's exactly where it happened, about 3 miles west of Albion and 9 northwest of Pullman. We now know that the crash was between a semi-truck and a car. Investigators say one person died in the crash. A second was airlifted to Sacred Heart. We're told that person is in a coma in critical condition. A detour is in place. The cause of the crash is still under investigation.
Well, just last week, we showed you how volunteers are trained to conduct the annual point-in-time count. It's a survey that counts how many people are living outside or in shelters in Spokane County. The initiative is now well underway, but you won't see the final data for 2026 until this summer. We do have some numbers from years past, though, so let's take a look. Since 2023, the survey has counted fewer people living without a permanent place to call home. That includes someone living on the street, in an emergency shelter, or in temporary housing. Last year, that number was around 1,800 people, but there's more to the story than just the raw data. Our Mary Sheridan is live downtown after following along with volunteers for today's count. So, Mary, how does a survey like this help Spokane?
Well, there's a few reasons. The point-in-time count is a nationally required survey, and it's essential for Spokane to be able to apply for grants that it needs to fund housing and homelessness programs here. But organizers also tell me that it's a chance to check in with a vulnerable population and assess their needs in real time.
We're moving through the downtown area today. Over the weekend, we'll be more out in the neighborhoods.
This morning, volunteers received their deployment assignments and packed supplies to hand out, like new socks, hand warmers, snacks, and water. Street outreach workers advised the volunteers, acting as a familiar face for many of the folks they surveyed.
I ran across one of the girls down here. We got to still talk with her and provide her with services, really still connect with her.
Volunteers use an app on their phone to collect information from the people they're surveying. They may ask where someone spent the night, how long they've been homeless, and other questions about their safety. Some outreach workers told me today they're noticing fewer people are camping in downtown Spokane this year to avoid being cited under the city's new ordinance. But many worry that the same amount of people still need help. They're just not where they used to be.
We just walked under the viaduct and we didn't see near as many people, so it may look like homelessness has gone down, and maybe it hasn't.
But until the numbers come in, the annual survey continues as normal.
We just kind of move through the county regardless of where enforcement or any sort of displacement is happening. We try to do the survey and capture everyone we can.
And the final night of surveying is this coming Monday. Results will be published and available to the public this summer. Reporting live in downtown Spokane, I'm Mary Sheridan, 4 News Now.
Thank you, Mary. A woman suffered life-threatening injuries in a house fire near Post Falls early this morning. The call came in around 1 a.m. reporting that the house was on fire and people were possibly trapped inside. Kootenai County Sheriff's deputies and Kootenai County Fire and Rescue found the house in flames on the 1300 block of North American Road. Several people had gotten out of the house but told deputies a woman was still inside. Firefighters found her at the back of the home and she was transported to the hospital. Fire investigators and deputies are working to determine the cause of the fire.
A familiar face is coming to this year's Super Bowl.
Many in the area probably already know the flying friend who makes an appearance at Seattle football games every year. Why the fan favorite Hawk will be at the Super Bowl this year, coming up later tonight.
And up next, the Justice Department releases millions of files related to Jeffrey Epstein. What they contain after the break.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
4 News Now is brought to you by the National RV Show and Sale, January 15th through the 19th.
Fred Meyer always gives you more ways to save, like low prices in every aisle. Plus, you can clip and save more with digital coupons in the app and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. Discover more ways to save big. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
This year, don't spend another winter in the cold when you can warm up and relax in a new hot tub or infrared sauna from Quality Spa Spokane at the North Division Y.
Whether you're looking for a romantic hot tub for two or something the whole family can enjoy, Quality Spas has over 60 different styles and models to choose from, with long-term financing available. That makes buying easy and affordable for anyone.
Life's just better in a spa.
the circle of life at the Lion King. Experience the world's #1 musical. Don't miss your chance to see The Lion King, one of the most awe-inspiring productions ever brought to life on stage.
Now on stage at Spokane's First Interstate Center through February 15th. Get your tickets today at BroadwaySpokane.com.
RV show pricing continues now at R&R RV in Liberty Lake. Yes, every RV in stock at R&R RV Liberty Lake is show priced. You'll save thousands with rebates and show discounts on Cougar, Rockwood, Montana, Class B vans, and more. Everything show priced. Now at R&R RV in Liberty Lake. Shop online at rnrrv.com or visit R&R RV in Liberty Lake, Eastern Washington's largest RV dealer.
Input costs are high
and prices are low.
Agriculture requires all of us to work together.
It's where we connect,
Learn what works,
and spread optimism.
And spread optimism.
That's why we need you at the Spokane Ag Show.
February 3rd through the 5th at the Spokane Convention Center.
Let's show up together and move agriculture forward.
Move agriculture forward.
And move agriculture forward.
Fred Meyer always gives you more ways to save, like low prices in every aisle. Plus, you can clip and save more with digital coupons in the app and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. Discover more ways to save big. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
The Department of Justice says it's releasing millions of files on the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
After Congress last year passed a law requiring them to do so, that law signed by President Trump. ABC's Olivia Rubin has the latest on the release.
All right, we had no audio on that story, so we'll try to get it to you a little bit later. All right, coming up after the break, we're going to check your full forecast with Chris Crocker. Don't go away.
We'll see you then.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
4 News Now is brought to you by Zerorez.
The redesigned Tiguan is here, and it's turning heads. Luxury meets functionality with new styling that includes elevated interior design and smarter tech. Take a test drive at Post Falls Volkswagen, home of 0000.
Magical moments. Snowy adventures. Warming up. Making memories. A winter wonderland. The perfect close-by getaway this winter is Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Find countless ways to play and plan your escape at cdawinter.com.
It's more than a ring. It's more than a necklace. It's your life. And it's how you mark your moment. Whether it's a gift for yourself or an engagement ring, the moment needs to be unforgettable. Celebrate the moment. Tracy Jewelers.
Save now at the 2026 Coeur d'Alene Marine Sports Boat Show, January 29th to February 9th. It's a boat show you don't want to miss. You owe it to yourself to see us before you buy. 2026 boats in stock, always the best for less. Like this Tri-Tune 150 horse with trailer. Come and see our indoor showroom located at 1220 Government Way, Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. And visit our pro shop for all your boating needs. Coeur d'Alene Marine Sports, your pontoon superstore.
Looking for space, style, and serious performance? You'll find it all in the Volkswagen Atlas. 3 rows equals room for everyone. And turbocharged power means this SUV is built for fun. Take a test drive at Post Falls Volkswagen.
Next week on GMA, wake up with Usher, Big Sean, Susan Lucci, and
of course,
on the morning of her Big Muppet Show premiere, and NFL legends Gronk and Drew Brees live on
Good Morning America.
That's it. We are done here.
Well, just a reminder, it is still January, even though it doesn't feel like it since it's been so warm.
I know, we've been talking about almost like March temperatures. Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker joining us now to talk about the weekend forecast.
Yes, and I am taking a look at some very warm evening conditions on this Friday. We've got Spokane Chiefs fans showing up to the arena. The only ice they're going to find is where the hockey players are, because it is 44 degrees right now and will stay in the 40s through the end of the game. 46 right now in Coeur d'Alene. Overcast conditions in both locations. 4 things to know about your weather. We do have some foggy mornings ahead for the next couple of mornings. It is going to be a warm but gray weekend. I don't think we're going to see much, if any, sunshine. There is a slight chance of rain. Measurable rain is another story, and we are going to be heading into the 50s next week. Let's talk about fog, because that is going to be the concern over the next 24 hours. We're starting off at our current time. We have some areas of dense fog around the Moses Lake area and parts of the Columbia Basin, and that will be expanding into the West Plains of Spokane and up into some of the northern valleys through 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. So you may wake up with some dense fog at your house, but it shouldn't last very long through the day. Taking a look at our forecast radar, starting off at our current time, last of our precipitation from today has pretty well come to an end. By tomorrow morning, a lot of the mid and high level clouds will be clear, but we will be stuck with those low clouds. Then we have a weak disturbance passing through Saturday afternoon. Here's 3 o'clock. A sprinkle not out of the question, but otherwise we will be staying dry, clearing out again to allow that fog to redevelop for Sunday morning. Then we have another disturbance coming through Sunday afternoon. Here's 1 o'clock. A slight chance of light precipitation. Again, measurable precipitation, 1/100 of an inch or more, will be hard to come by, but you may get a sprinkle Sunday evening. We are dried out again. We have the possibility of 1/100 of an inch, if that, with these 2 passing systems over the weekend. This is our forecast rain through Sunday at 8 p.m. It is going to be a warm weekend, and even warmer next week as we begin to clear the skies and see some sunshine Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and into Friday. It looks like we are headed into the lower 50s. This weekend, not a lot of sunshine, a slight chance of rain Sunday and into Monday. And then we are dry through the rest of the 7-day forecast and quite warm. Our average high for this time of year is in the mid-30s. We are going to be at least 10 degrees above that. Derek?
Yeah, pretty crazy. All right. The Department of Justice says it's releasing millions of files on the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
After Congress last year passed a law requiring them to do so, that law signed by President Trump. Let's get you to this story from ABC's Olivia Rubin.
Today, the Department of Justice says it's releasing 3 million more files on Jeffrey Epstein. Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche says it includes 2,000 videos and more than 150,000 images.
The 2,000 videos and 180,000 images are not all videos and images taken by Mr. Epstein or someone around him. They include large quantities of commercial pornography and images that were seized from Epstein's devices.
Among the new records, a chart showing Epstein's connections to various employees and associates, many redacted.
To protect victims, we redacted every woman depicted in any image or video, with the exception of Ms. Maxwell. We did not redact images of any men, unless it was impossible to redact the woman without also redacting the man.
Maxwell referring to Ghislaine Maxwell, a convicted co-conspirator. DOJ previously faced criticism over its redaction of the files, but Blanche, formerly Trump's personal attorney, saying the White House was not involved in any decisions on redactions or what would and not be released, adding no effort was made to protect the president.
We complied with the act, and there is no We did not protect President Trump. We didn't protect or not protect anybody.
Images of Trump were contained in previously released files released without any context. His longtime friendship with Epstein was well known, but the president has denied any knowledge of crimes.
Everybody knew this man. He was all over Palm Beach. He has photos with everybody. I mean, almost... there are hundreds and hundreds of people that have photos with him, so that's no big deal. I know nothing about it.
Now, lawmakers already questioning what documents were withheld after Blanche said approximately 3.5 million files have been released out of 6 million total. And now Representative Ro Khanna, a Democrat from California, asking why are the rest of the documents being withheld, saying he will review them closely and noting withholdings only, quote, shield the powerful individuals who were involved. Olivia Rubin, ABC News, New York.
Well, here's something you probably didn't consider: keeping penguins warm in the cold weather.
It's a task one zoo in New York is faced with right now. Coming up, we'll show you what they do to keep the animals nice and cozy.
And up next, the Melania Trump documentary premieres today, but not without controversy. An overview of the film's release after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Andy's Heating Cooling.
If anyone's got false teeth, you better take them out.
At Rebel, we never know what's coming up next. You wonder, should I sign up for that? And the answer is, why not?
There's so many things you can do here. If it's something you like, you join it.
My husband used to say, don't act old. Out there, they took my license away. In here, they can't touch me.
We're not getting any younger, and it's time to start acting like it.
We're here to win.
Oh my gosh!
Is this on your bucket list? Win big at Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort Hotel, proud sponsor of Gonzaga basketball.
I'm a real wild one. Once in a while, we all want to go wild. We just need a little help. Meet a little help. The 2025 Ford Bronco Sport goes over any terrain, so you can go all out. Get a wild deal on a Bronco Sport today. Get a 2025 Bronco Sport Big Bend 4x4 for under $30,000, plus a 2-year premium maintenance plan, only at your local Ford dealer.
You could owe less on your taxes this year. I'm Kirsten O'Connor. On my next Money Saving Monday, I'll break down the credits, deductions, and free filing options to help you save and how filing early fights fraud. Monday on Good Morning Northwest.
This is the American dream come true.
Shark Tank is casting for season 18.
This will determine your destiny. Help us grow this.
I'm so excited! Apply now for your chance to swim with the sharks.
I think this is your moment.
Shark Tank on ABC.
At 4 News Now, we're part of this community, sharing your stories, listening to your voice, and delivering the news that matters most to you. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Thank you.
I got this.
Thanks. I'm Alex.
I'm Jade.
Melania Trump's documentary premiered at the Kennedy Center last night ahead of its worldwide opening today.
The First Lady says it shows the run-up to her return to the White House and how she juggles her business, philanthropy, and family. But the film comes with quite a bit of controversy. ABC's Hannah Battah has the story.
In Washington last night, a red carpet premiere for First Lady Melania Trump's documentary.
Beautiful, it's emotional, it's fashionable, it's cinematic, and I'm very proud of it.
I think it's a very important movie. I think it's really going to be very important. It shows life in the White House. It's a big deal, actually.
The film, Melania, which covers the 20 days leading up to her husband's 2025 inauguration, debuted at the Kennedy Center. It opens in more than 1,500 theaters today.
Here we go again.
But even before hitting the big screen, the project raising questions. Many asking why Amazon, which produced the film, paid a combined $75 million to produce and market the movie, with $28 million reportedly being paid directly to the First Lady.
As many people estimate, this is actually seeking favorism with the Trump administration by Amazon and Jeff Bezos.
The film, which now ranks among the most expensive documentaries ever made, is expected to bring in just $5 million this weekend.
I mean, I hate to say it, but that's not even Trump change.
The director, Brett Ratner, also under scrutiny in his first film since being accused of sexual assault by multiple women, accusations he denies. As for what's in the documentary, we don't know yet. That's because in an unusual move, the film was not shown to any critics ahead of time.
Amazon, when asked for comment about promoting the movie, said, quote, "We licensed the film for one reason, because we think customers are going to love it." And President Trump said the First Lady accepting that money is no different than President Obama getting paid for similar projects. Hannah Battah, ABC News, New York.
Well, a wild run in precious metals came to a screeching halt Friday. Gold and silver, which hit record highs earlier this week, plunged, wiping out their weekly gains. Silver futures tumbled 22%, while gold fell 8%. Silver had surged past $100 an ounce this month, driven by traders chasing momentum. Gold also soared, briefly topping $5,000 an ounce. But even after the drop, gold remains up 13% this year, and silver is still up 26%.
It is bitter cold around much of the United States. You might think some animals, like penguins, would be right at home in the frigid weather, but as Carolyn Gusoff reports, it's actually too cold, even at New York's Long Island Aquarium.
They're dressed to the nines, just not 9 degrees. 20 penguins make the Long Island Aquarium home, and even these birds need a warm-up.
It can be too cold, even for a penguin. There's a lot of penguins that never see ice in their lifetime.
These guys have about 70 feathers per square inch.
They're South African penguins, and when temps plunge below 30 degrees, it's more than cold feet. Their waterproof feathers aren't built for Arctic air. They're indoors, waiting for a warm-up. They're among the 5,000 creatures at the aquarium for whom temperature control is critical. A giant generator keeps it all running through storms.
Some of our habitats are 42 degrees, some of them are 84 degrees. We do have our life support systems here. They support life.
Some residents thrive in the chill. This river otter family frolics in frigid waters thanks to their thick fur. Harbor and gray seals bask in icy salt water, but other outdoor habitats need a little help.
Smile.
The sea otter steals the show, 400 pounds of blubber, but still a little radiant heat behind the scenes, warming things up between tricks and kisses.
A very sweet kiss.
And who is that keeping warm under a heat lamp?
Our owl is normally outside most of the time. We do spoil her also, and we have a radiant heater for her.
Carefully monitored by staff staying overnight through storms to ensure everyone is warm or cold enough.
Doesn't matter what the weather is, you know, snowstorms, hurricanes, anything, staff is going to be here.
Now, this part of the aquarium has to stay downright balmy. It's 80 degrees here for the 600 to 800 butterflies in this tropical habitat. From coral reefs to snowy shores, climate control is relative. These penguins will be back outside when the weather suits them.
They are cute, those penguins. Well, employers across the country are letting their employees take part in a general strike today,
including some here in the area. We'll show you some of the businesses taking part and why they say it was necessary.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the
Multiple boat dealerships all in one place. Shop and compare all in one place. One place that's heated and family friendly. Come see us at the Spokane Boat Show.
It's 2026 and Bill's Heating is celebrating the new year with an incredible offer. $26 tune-ups for a limited time. That's a full professional heating system check to keep your furnace running safely, efficiently, and reliably through the heart of winter. Our service trucks are already on the road, and when a Bill's Heating technician pulls into your driveway, you know your comfort is in good hands. So call 208-777-5528 now to schedule your $26 tune-up. Bill's Heating, comfort you can count on.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Work at 0% APR on Sierra 1500 models.
ShopDaveSmith.com.
Don't we all need a space we love? We'll make your design dreams a reality today during the President's Day Super Sale at Furniture Row. Save big on sofas and sectionals, dining, bedroom, and mattresses. And the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out special purchases while they last, plus 60 months, no interest. Shop the comfort, the style, the selection, the savings during the President's Day Super Sale on now at Furniture Row.
Post Falls ER and Hospital, open 24/7, providing premium emergency department care without the wait. From your child sports injury to urgent ambulance visits, Post Falls ER features low wait times, efficient procedures, and compassionate care. Plus, we provide state-of-the-art imaging, inpatient care, and accept all commercial insurances. Because in an emergency, every second counts and every life matters. Post Falls ER and Hospital, State Line near Cabela's, minutes away, hours faster.
It's bigger and better. The original annual Spokane Boat Show is 4 days with major dealers from the region. Family friendly and free parking at the Spokane Fair and Expo Center.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
Well, businesses across Spokane County are taking a stand against ICE as part of a nationwide general strike.
Some are completely closing their doors, while others are donating funds to local immigration advocacy groups. But all of them are taking a risk. Alexandra Konyartz explains why they say it's a risk worth taking.
A dark and grim Great Harvest today. The business posted on social media that it is joining a national movement, closing its doors in solidarity with those protesting against ICE. The post quickly drew thousands of likes and messages of support. Other businesses in the area also felt a need to get involved.
Being a small town with a big voice is really important right now. So being a small business with a big voice also felt pretty important.
Beans and Berries recently opened here in Spokane Valley, and they're a small business. So they say they couldn't fully afford to shut down today, but they still wanted to do something.
We're providing a 15% cash discount today and tomorrow, the 30th and 31st, to support the strike movement to spend less on credit and debit card.
The cafe is also donating proceeds to Manzanita House, a local group providing legal services for immigrants. Over on the South Hill, Wishing Tree Books decided to stay open, saying it serves as a safe space for the community.
Yeah, but we still wanted to do something to contribute to everything that's going on.
Starting tomorrow, Wishing Tree and other bookstores will donate a portion of sales to organizations supporting immigrant families.
You just want to help in some way, and especially being a bookstore, I think all feel like we're kind of responsible to offer a space.
Both businesses say taking a public stance comes with a risk, but it's one they feel they had to take to send a clear message to Spokane. Everyone is welcome here.
I'm hoping that if nothing else, we're helping to start more conversations with folks in Spokane who aren't as engaged with what's happening across the country.
In Spokane County, Alexandra Konyartz, 4 News Now.
All right, checking back on our first alert forecast now. Bad news for anyone who wanted it to cool down for the weekend.
I like what Angela Hara said, though. If you're a first-time snowboarder or skier, maybe this is the time. Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker perked up when she heard that line, too.
Yes, that is really a good perspective on it, because you're not going to be cold on the mountain, and that snow gets real soft. So there is that good opportunity there, and it is going to be warm and not a bright, sunshiny weekend down here in the valleys. 47 on Saturday, 46 on Sunday. We will be starting the mornings off very close to freezing, so you may still encounter some spots on the roadways where there is some slick spots, just something to keep in mind. And in other words, balmy weekend ahead. A closer look at some of the high temperatures we can expect tomorrow around the region. 50 in Spango, will be in the mid to upper 40s through the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area. A little bit cooler out at Airway Heights, where you'll see the fog lingering. 43 in Deer Park, 45 in Meade, 43 for a high in Spirit Lake. Around the region tomorrow, we'll find 51 in Ritzville, 50 in Moscow and Pullman, and 57 in Lewiston. These temperatures much more like what we would see in mid to late March than late January. So who is getting all the wintry weather? I will explain coming up in the forecast. Some unusual places are expecting some snow this weekend. Kirsten?
There's a tease. Thank you, Chris. Well, even though the Seahawks are headed to the biggest football game of the year, the team's ownership could soon be changing hands.
Well, it's been rumored for some time now. The rumor is gaining new life with a source today saying the team is about to go up for sale. Two writers for ESPN confirming the news today, saying the Seahawks will go up for sale after the Super Bowl next Sunday. The article alleging the price tag could be a whopping $7 to $8 billion, the most for a team in NFL history. The team has been controlled by Paul Allen's sister, Jody Allen, since he died in 2018. The NFL and the Seahawks declined to comment on the speculation. All right, Gonzaga and St. Mary's renew their rivalry one more time, at least both as WCC members here in Spokane.
Our Jack Wallace is live outside the kennel tonight to share with us how the Zags stack up against this great St. Mary's squad. That hurts to say, by the way, Jack.
Well, the Gonzaga and St. Mary's rivalry is among the best across all of the West Coast basketball. Whether it's the West Coast Conference or anywhere in the West Coast, these guys playing against each other is always a whole lot of fun. But between these teams, it was a pretty rocky back and forth. Gonzaga beat St. Mary's in their last meeting. That was the 2025 WCC Championship game, which snapped a three-game Gonzaga losing streak, their longest losing streak since the 90s to St. Mary's. But since that win, GU's raced out to a 21-1 start this season, mostly led by a group of players who know this rivalry but haven't tasted it themselves quite yet. Jalen Worley, Braden Smith, and Steele Venter spent last season on the bench redshirting and now get their first chance to beat the Gales on the court.
Yeah, it's super exciting. It's a big opportunity for us to show our physicality and show that we run this league.
Definitely excited. You hear about the rivalry growing up, and then to be able to be a part of it and watch it last year was pretty cool. So to be able to play in it, we're very excited.
Coming to Gonzaga, Coach Drew talks about this is the reason why you came to Gonzaga. These are the type of games. So kind of having that mindset coming into the week, we got an opportunity to make a statement on the home floor. So excited.
Now, St. Mary's is the nation's best shooting team from the free throw line, and they love drawing fouls, so Zags bigs watch out. Zags tipping off against the Gales tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Now, taking a look at the updated bracketology, I know we're a little bit away from the tournament starting, but Gonzaga remains down at the 3 seed, slated to play the projected Big Sky champs Portland State in Portland. The 6-11 seed game would be Clemson and Ohio State, all in the West bracket, which is led by 1 seed Arizona and 2 seed Michigan State. Gonzaga has been a 3 seed 3 times before, which featured an Elite 8 finish in 2023, a Sweet 16 trip in 2006, and a round of 32 exit in 2005. ESPN broadcaster Sean Farnham back to Spokane this weekend to call the game what may be his final time on the mic in the Lilac City for this rivalry, as broadcasting rights to the Pac-12 do not include ESPN, at least at the moment, and the difference of conference opponents, of course, in 2026. He came to our studio this week to talk about this great opportunity.
It's funny because when I first started calling games up here, I asked Mark what makes this place so special, and he said the community. And over the last 16 years, I have felt that as a broadcaster, and I think it's rare in our business to have that connection to a city, and it really has been based solely on the fact of how welcoming this community has been to me.
He's going to call the game in the last WCC Spokane meeting. Again, that's tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. And one last note for y'all, we have Friday Night Sports Extra again tonight on 4 News Now. Our full high school highlights show will be a blast tonight on Nightside, so make sure not to miss that. And if you look over behind me here, we have the Kennel Club all spelled out. The student entrance here is where we're going to have a crazy amount of fans all lined up to make this amazing electric atmosphere, one of the best in all of college basketball. It's going to be on full display tomorrow. I cannot wait to be back in the Kennel again for that one. I know Spokane can't either. Gonzaga needs this big win. Could be an absolutely amazing time for the Zags to get one back. It's been a few losses in a row at the Kennel for them against St. Mary's. Got to get a win in what will be a key WCC matchup. We'll bring you all the coverage tomorrow night. Reporting in Spokane, I'm Jack Wallace, 4 News Now Sports.
All right, Jack, thank you. Well, live mascots have become rare in professional sports. In fact, only 4 NFL teams still have one.
And that includes the Seahawks. And the Hawk that will lead the team onto the field is gearing up for the Super Bowl. Derek Strom visited the Hawk, who lives right here in Spokane.
When the Seahawks take the field at Super Bowl 60 next Sunday, they'll be led out onto the field by Tama the Hawk. He's been doing this at every home game for the past 21 seasons. Tama's handlers, Falconers Dave Knutson and his wife Robin, have been in charge of this tradition for the past 22 years. He says the atmosphere on the field during the playoffs this year has been incredible.
We make people happy. You know, everybody we meet at the games and all the pictures, there's 1,000 pictures taken of him at the games, and just as many people or more petting him. And it's like walking around with a rock star.
This will be Tama's 4th Super Bowl with the Seahawks and the 3rd one he's flown at. The Seahawks went to the Super Bowl in his first season with the team, and Knutson believes he's a good luck charm, as do many of the players. They travel from Spokane to each home game, and Knutson expects Tama to sleep all the way from here to San Francisco for the Super Bowl.
He knows what's going on. And for that final second, when after we've done all these things that are scheduled for us, leading up to the run out, and the team runs out, and just before kickoff, everything is a routine.
Knutson says players like to stop by and pet Tama before games for good luck. No matter how many people want to pet or get a picture with Tama on game day, he always stays calm. Knutson's looking forward to the journey to the Super Bowl, and he hopes to soak in the moment and make some great memories for Seahawks fans who make the trip. Tama's already got 1 Super Bowl ring, but he's hoping to add another next Sunday in San Francisco. In Spokane, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
4 News Now weather is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort Hotel.
Rain or shine, day or night, good weather always reigns at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. No matter the weather, winning is better. Your 7-day forecast calls for fun at the Coeur d'Alene Casino.
Coeur d'Alene Casino, winning is just the beginning.
You could owe less on your taxes this year. I'm Kirsten O'Connor. On my next Money Saving Monday, I'll break down the credits, deductions, and free filing options to help you save and how filing early fights fraud. Monday on Good Morning Northwest.
If you're listening to this right now and you're suffering from numbness, tingling, burning pain in the hands, legs, and feet, pay close attention because you may be suffering from peripheral neuropathy.
What is neuropathy?
Peripheral neuropathy is actual nerve damage. Now, primarily we see this in the hands and feet and in the arms and legs.
What are the symptoms?
Symptoms of peripheral neuropathy are numbness, tingling, burning pain in the hands, legs, and feet, muscle cramps, and worst of all, balance problems that can lead to dangerous falls.
Is neuropathy treatable?
It is absolutely treatable, and we get some great outcomes.
If you're experiencing burning, tingling, numbness, coldness in your hands or feet, or having balance issues, call today for your nerve damage screening. Your screening will determine if you're at risk for serious complications and if you're a candidate for our innovative treatment program. Don't wait until your symptoms are so severe there's nothing that can be done. End-stage neuropathy leaves people confined to walkers, wheelchairs, and even amputation. The first 25 callers receive a free nerve damage screening. Act now and call to schedule your screening. First 25 callers receive the screening for free.
In our house, love comes in little bites.
Mom, you do this every time.
Quality control. Memories are made in the kitchen. Find the right appliance to make more of them at Fred's.
All GE appliances are on sale, like this GE fridge, now only $14.99. That's a savings of $1,100. Stop by your local Fred's appliance today and shop the region's largest Get It Today inventory. We sell appliances, only appliances.
Monday, see why Idol is TV's #1 most social show.
We pray for the standout. It's you.
The Melania Trump movie.
Here we go again.
The first reviews are in. And is there a campaign to sabotage the box office? Watch the next Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
Welcome back. It's a problem that affects millions of people in the U.S. Toothaches can impact quality of life and lead to bigger health problems later on.
But experts say many people dismiss their symptoms. Mandy Gaither explains why you should never ignore tooth pain.
You use it to eat and talk, but having a healthy mouth is worth much more than just a pretty smile.
It's about an investment in your overall health and well-being.
Dr. Stephen Katz with the American Association of Endodontists says patients don't often realize that oral health plays a big role in overall health.
If you have healthy teeth
that you can improve your cardiovascular health, you can reduce your risk of diabetes, and you can improve your cognitive function as you age.
Despite those reasons, officials say oral health in U.S. adults hasn't changed much the past 2 decades. About 90% of adults between the ages of 20 to 64 have some tooth decay, and nearly half of adults between 45 and 64 years of age have gum disease. Some may dismiss tooth pain due to lack of insurance, as about 1 in 4 working age adults don't have it. Others may dread getting care. About 1 in 5 adults have moderate to high dental fear and anxiety.
The fact that people say that root canals are painful is really a myth.
Katz says new techniques, advanced technologies, and improved local anesthesia now make the procedure pain-free, quick, and easy.
If you need a root canal, don't be hesitant to go.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
We have a nationwide supplement recall to tell you about.
Why Not Natural is recalling bottles of its organic Moringa Green Superfood capsules. The voluntary recall is due to a potential salmonella contamination. No information has been given on any illnesses, but the company has suspended distribution and production of the product while investigators look into the matter. For more information, go online to fda.gov.
Well, beloved actress Catherine O'Hara died today in Los Angeles. Her agent confirming she died at her home following a brief illness.
ABC's Jacqueline Lee looks back at her famous roles in Schitt's Creek, Beetlejuice, and Home Alone.
Merry Christmas, sweetheart. From Kevin's beleaguered mom in the movie Home Alone. Oh, Kevin, I'm so sorry. To Moira Rose in the TV show Schitt's Creek.
Oh, no. I just finally cried myself to sleep.
Catherine O'Hara made her roles unforgettable, winning an Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy in 2020.
And though these are the strangest of days, may you have as much joy being holed up in a room or two with your family as I had with my dear Roses. Thank you so much.
A little gasoline, blowtorch. And many will remember her as stepmom Delia Dietz in Beetlejuice.
Careful, that's my sculpture. And I don't mean mine and I bought it, I mean I made it. It's my sculpture.
And as Cookie Fleck in the mockumentary Best in Show.
I kept saying, I can't dance, I can't. I've got 2 left feet. I got 2 left feet.
I thought he was kidding.
But I wasn't.
And the Apple TV comedy The Studio.
Well, I don't recognize any of them.
They're influencers. Most of them don't even go inside. They just make their red carpet TikToks and leave.
Her Home Alone co-star, Macaulay Culkin, posting a sweet remembrance today. Mama, I thought we had time. See you later.
O'Hara was born in Toronto, Canada. She is survived by her sons Matthew and Luke and her husband Beau Welch. O'Hara was 71. Jacqueline Lee, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Your Saturday planner, it is going to be a gray day, 35 degrees at 7 a.m. with fog heading up to a high of 47 despite the lack of sunshine. 36 is our average high. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Ready for action? It's no holds barred as King of the Cage features up-and-coming MMA stars battling it out. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, February 5th. Get your tickets now.
Winning is just the beginning.
What's more powerful than an unexpected storm? Insurance that helps clean it up. Western National Insurance. That's the power of nice.
Every child deserves a chance to dream big. If You Could Save Just One provides a supportive space where youth can discover their passions and potential.
Positive activities and caring relationships help youth build resilience and create paths to success. At Just One, we offer free programs, mentorships, and resources that help kids in Spokane Hilliard neighborhood build brighter futures.
Numerica is proud to donate $1,000 to Just One because strong communities start with strong kids. This is how Numerica cares for kids.
Madam President, it's about the sale at Denver Mattress.
Walk with me. We need to get the word out and fast.
Early reports show the more you buy, the more you save. In English, that's $100 off every 1,000 you spend. And Tempur-Pedic, save up to $500 on select mattress sets and get a $300 gift. I'm still gonna need more, people.
We've got 60 months no interest and free shipping.
Now we're talking. This is an all hands on deck scenario, people. The President's Day Super Sale on now at Denver Mattress.
Input costs are high.
And prices are low.
Agriculture requires all of us to work together.
It's where we connect.
Learn what works.
And spread optimism.
And spread optimism.
And spread optimism. That's why we need you at the Spokane Ag Show, February 3rd through the 5th.
At the Spokane Convention Center.
Let's show up together and move agriculture forward.
Move agriculture forward.
And move agriculture forward.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. And want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Where winning is just the beginning.
Saturday primetime. Mavericks, Rockets on ABC.
We have several people in the newsroom with Florida connections, and I've heard a lot about the potential for snow flurries on Florida's west coast on Saturday. Completely unusual and a new term for me, Gulf effect snows. It is not one that you hear very often. Winter alerts as we take a look at the deep south and the Florida Peninsula. This dark blue color that you see right here is an extreme cold warning, something you do not see through this region very often. And then there's also a purple underlay that extends throughout the entire state and up into portions of Georgia and Alabama, and that is a freeze warning. So very cold weather expected there, as you can see, and that extends all the way up through the Great Lakes, extremely cold conditions with temperatures getting down around freezing in areas that you don't see very often. And that is coming along with some wet weather. Most of Florida will be dealing with rain, but there is that chance as this cold front comes through to see a few snow flurries in the Tampa area. So that remains to be seen. And as you can see on Saturday, the snow in parts of Georgia all the way up through the mid-Atlantic and beyond. This is a look at our high temperatures today. Now, Tampa was at 70 today, but that cold air is pushing that direction. As you can see on the other side of the front, it was 34 today in Nashville, 38 in Oklahoma City, only 18 in Chicago, 11 degrees today in Minneapolis, and 9 in Minot. Meanwhile, with a ridge of high pressure over parts of the west and a nice mild air mass over Washington state, temperatures in the 40s and 50s. And the 40s and 50s will continue in our high temperature trend. This white line is our average high. Our average high is in the mid-30s, and we are well above average. Tracking our weather pattern, we have a slight chance of a sprinkle or two Saturday, an isolated sprinkle on Sunday, a little bit better chance of a light rain as we get into Monday, and then high pressure takes over and builds through the end of the week, and that is what's going to bring our temperatures up from 10 degrees above average to closer to 15 or even 20 degrees above average toward the end of next week. 50 Wednesday, 51 Thursday. We'll be in the upper 40s most of the week. Overnight lows, however, still getting down close to freezing. Derek?
All right, Chris, thank you. It is Friday, which means we have another Air 4 adventure for you.
This week, we're taking you high above the Saltese wetlands. Enjoy the aerial view and take in the sights in this week's Air 4 adventure.
Today we're at Saltese Flats Wetland Area and the Doris Morrison Learning Center that's associated on the north side. So the Doris Morrison Learning Center was built about 3 years ago. It's a small collective space that is primarily used for field trips for students in the Spokane Valley. It's also open for visitors on the weekend. It serves as our primary trailhead for the Saltese Flats Wetland Area. It really complements what we're trying to do out here. We're working on a massive wetland restoration project, and this was really just a way for us to bring in students and community members and just make sure that they continue to remain connected outside and provide stewardship by protecting a place that's really special. We have about 5 miles of trail system here. We have a 1.5 mile elevated gravel pathway that'll take you right through our deepest portion of the wetland. This is our open water marsh where you'll see ducks and other waterfowl species, but it'll take you all the way into our south end, which is a different ecosystem. It's more like a prairie. That's where you're gonna see more songbirds, owls and raptors hunting for mice in the fields. So we really kind of are able to provide a diverse network of ecosystems in one small property. This place provides hundreds and hundreds of waterfowl for migration stopovers and for nesting places and for breeding. And from April until June, this place is just a wild living ecosystem, and it's a really special place to visit.
Very cool. Before we go to break, here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup for your Friday night.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Ready for a refresh? From fabrics to the floor plan, we can pull it all together. Create spaces you'll love. For a limited time, get free accessories with your furniture purchase. The Tin Roof, it's more than furniture. It's a feeling.
I'm Conan O'Brien, and I'm hosting the Oscars for the second time on March 15th. Why am I back? To settle some scores. Take care of some unfinished business. Actually, I just left my mouth guard in the theater. They're expensive.
Come celebrate Spokane's Lunar New Year and the Year of the Horse at the Convention Center on February 14th. There'll be lion dancers, dragon dancers, cultural performances, and activities for the whole family. Also, enjoy free samples of Asian food. The first 500 attendees will receive a swag bag, plus 5,000 red envelopes with over $20,000 worth of prizes will be given away. Spokane's Lunar New Year is organized by Spokane United We Stand.
It's more than a ring. It's more than a necklace. It's your life. And it's how you mark your moment. Whether it's a gift for yourself or an engagement ring, the moment needs to be unforgettable. Celebrate the moment. Tracy Jewelers.
When looking at your meal, you must always make sure there's enough sauce for every single bite.
Share and share alike with the 20-piece Chicken McNuggets for only $6.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Ready for a refresh? From fabrics to the floor plan, we can pull it all together. Create spaces you'll love. For a limited time, get free accessories with your furniture purchase. The Tin Roof, it's more than furniture. It's a feeling.
This is your community, and your stories deserve to be heard. At 4 News Now, we're here to listen, connect, and bring you the news that truly matters. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
A penny saved is a lifetime earned. Numerica Credit Union. Money where it matters.
4 News Now is brought to you by Craig Swap & Associates.
All right, coming up tonight on Nightside, we have another great edition of the Friday Night Sports Extra. We are covering games from Shadow Park, Central Valley, G-Prep, and more. You can catch all the highlights tonight starting at 11 o'clock.
If you're heading out for Friday night basketball, it's going to be a warm night. Temperatures are in the 40s right now and will stay there through the evening. We'll start the day off tomorrow at 33, but highs this weekend will be in the mid-40s.
I'm heading out to basketball myself. I got to get up to Mount Spokane.
Yeah. Ooh. Gotta watch out for a little fog, or is the fog tomorrow?
Later tonight.
Good.
No.
Okay. Good, good.
All right, thanks so much for being with us here on 4 News Now at 6.
We're glad you joined us. We'll see you again at 11 o'clock for Nightside.